What is up, Budget Billers? My name is Trail, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your fourth stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Tuesday, April the 13th. Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. We are beginning to get more and more information regarding the fourth stimulus package, which would include a fourth stimulus check. President Biden released the details of Part 1 to the infrastructure bill a few weeks ago and is expected to release the second part of that bill within coming days. So far, we know that the current discussions are around offering a $2,000 stimulus check and a one-time payment with some additional monthly checks of $1,000. But the question is, will we see this actually come to fruition? And if so, when can we expect this to happen? Also, just a minor update on the third stimulus check, and some of you should be receiving those payments tomorrow morning. I am going to break all of this down today in this video, but before we get started, hey, if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, and stimulus update news. So if you're interested in any of those, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. That way, you can join our community. Also, if you end up liking the content in this video or even laughing at one of my jokes, then go ahead and hit the like button for me. Other than that, guys, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, first off, before we jump into the fourth stimulus check, what about the third stimulus check? Most of you should have already received it by now, or at least have a pending payment date of when to expect to receive it. In addition, tomorrow on April the 14th is the official payment date, according to the IRS, of when VA or veteran beneficiaries are expected to receive their $1,400 checks. And if you are not included in any of those that I just mentioned, then perhaps a physical check or an EIP debit card will be mailed directly to you. You can find that information out by checking the Get My Payment tool on the IRS.gov's website. And if you still don't have any information on that tool of when you can expect to receive your stimulus payment, then it's probably best that you go ahead and use the Recovery Rebate Credit Form to claim one or all of those 3 stimulus checks. This is the last and final way to do something about your missing stimulus payments. I know I still have a few people in the comment section stating that they are still waiting and haven't received any stimulus checks. So if that's you, or you've missed any of the previous stimulus payments, then you need to fill out that Recovery Rebate Form. You can get that on the IRS.gov's website. And if you don't have time to fill that form out, or you think it's just too time consuming to do so, then just go ahead and send me your personal information and I will fill the form out myself, because I don't mind getting your stimulus checks. Go ahead and send me your stimmy, okay? All right, now guys, let's go ahead and talk about the fourth stimulus check. Now, the fourth stimulus package bill and the fourth stimulus check, we have a lot of information brewing in the world of politics because of all of this massive spending on this infrastructure bill by President Biden. And we have only seen part 1 of this bill so far. President Biden is expected to release part 2 of the bill within the coming days. But so far, this is what we know about the infrastructure bill. We know that it calls for billions of dollars for transportation infrastructure, for bridges, roads, public transit, airports, and electrical vehicle development. We have billions to care for the elderly and disabled Americans. We have even more billions to improve the drinking water and to expand broadband access. And we also have billions of dollars going into the upgrading of electric grids, especially in Texas. Y'all know that snowstorm shut us completely down. But anyways, billions for building up affordable housing along with upgrading our school systems and our schools, and to invest billions of dollars in American manufacturing, research and development, and job training. And obviously, because of the massive spending of billions of dollars, lawmakers are wondering where the money will actually come from, which is why President Biden wants to increase the corporate tax, as well as taxing the rich who make more than $400,000 per year. This will generate billions of dollars to the government that could be used to take care of the proposals that are in this infrastructure bill. And not only these options on the table, President Biden still wants to increase Social Security benefits by $200 per month, as well as raising the minimum wage in the United States to $15 per hour. more. A few moves that could potentially bring millions of Americans out of poverty. But in addition to these, he also has a few other social programs within the infrastructure bill that is causing some concerns among Democrats and Republicans. Some believe that social programs should not be included in the infrastructure bill at all and should be considered separately. But then on the other hand, we have Democratic Congressman John Garamendi believes that these things are related to infrastructure. And this is what he had to say right here.
That a lot of the stuff in it has nothing to do with infrastructure. And let me just pop up some bullet points to show you what I'm talking about. We've got about $213 billion directed at home sustainability and public housing, $174 on electric vehicles, $400 billion on home-based care for the elderly and the disabled, $50 billion for research infrastructure. So what is your explanation? I mean, how do these things qualify as infrastructure?
Well, if you define infrastructure as concrete pavement for highways, obviously that is not what those expenditures are. But you need to also understand that infrastructure is much, much more than that. If we're going to build a modern, competitive America, we need to do at least 4 things. First of all, we have to have the best education system in the world. And that is part of this infrastructure program, rebuilding our schools, updating them in many different ways, including being able to take care of distance learning. Secondly, we need to have the best research in the world. That research money that perhaps others define as not infrastructure, that's fundamental. If we're not in the lead on research, we're simply not going to be in the lead. It's both the facilities as well as the researchers and the various programs. Thirdly, we need a modern physical infrastructure, roads, streets, transit, and broadband communication, which is a very serious problem for many, many of the Republican senators in the Midwest, and serious problem in my district in California. And also a lot of discussion just a moment ago from my colleague talking about empathy, talking about America being morally on track.
So
part of that certainly deals with the border, but it also deals with our elderly. And we know from the COVID that there's a serious problem. And finally, housing. We have to house our citizens. So those are all critical infrastructure issues.
So yes, we can see that right here that he sort of had a good point on how these proposals still relate to infrastructure and how it would assist with the building up this country to be able to compete with China. And then on yesterday, after several concerns from the Republican lawmakers, the Biden administration said that they are open and willing to get bipartisan cooperation with the Republicans. Biden also said that he is willing to listen and negotiate with Republicans as well. So we should see some new developments going forward as both sides hash out their differences and concerns regarding this massive stimulus bill. But tell me, guys, what do you guys think on whether these social programs to assist Americans should be included in the infrastructure bill? I mean, it's kind of like it indirectly affects the infrastructure in this country. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. So the biggest questions are that we have so far. Will this actually happen? And I must say that I believe that it will. I believe that we will see at least one more stimulus check. Now, it could be more targeted in some way. Maybe they decide to send it to only Social Security recipients, or maybe only sending it to people who make less than $50,000 per year. We just don't know, guys. But I believe something will be coming in the form of a 4th stimulus check in the near future. Now, if that's so, when can we expect to receive this? Well, I believe several things such as the eviction moratorium, the unemployment benefits, and a few other things are expected to expire early September. And history shows us the last few stimulus bills were passed days before those were set to expire. So I believe that we could see the 4th stimulus package be signed into law sometime in early September. And guys, that's not far away at all. We are already in the middle of April, and the way it takes these guys in Congress to work together and pass legislation, this timing couldn't be any more perfect. But now, on the other hand, Nancy Pelosi has previously stated that they should have the fourth stimulus package signed by October. But a lot of things have changed since she said that statement. So we really don't know where she stands as of today. But here is what we have right now, guys. The proposal is to send out a fourth stimulus check. That would be a one-time payment of $2,000. And then after that, they propose to send out $1,000 payments every month on a reoccurring basis until 1 year after the pandemic is over. This could be a massive turnaround for a lot of Americans right now that are on fixed incomes such as Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and so forth. But of course, those numbers could change at any given time. These amounts could be increased, they could be decreased, but this is what we know so far. Hopefully, President Biden comes out later this week and releases the second part of the infrastructure package, and hopefully that will give us more insight on what the next stimulus checks will actually look like. And President Biden, if you are listening and watching this channel, please don't forget the $200 increase for our Social Security recipients. They really need the increase and they deserve better than what they are receiving right now. Majority of them have worked more than 30 plus years on their jobs and they were promised to be taken care of, not to be left cold and dry with minimum amounts of resources to take care and feed their families. Well, guys, I will continue to update you going forward with the latest news surrounding the fourth stimulus package, the fourth stimulus check, and hopefully everyone will have already received their third stimulus check going forward. And last but not least, I ended up meeting with some Bitcoin gurus over the weekend who know way more than I do. But I was able to learn a lot about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies that are on the market right now. We have seen the main leader, which is Bitcoin, go from a few dollars to now $60,000. And all of the other cryptos are still trying to catch up. So I finally started investing in other crypto coins this weekend, and I wanted to create a video specifically around if you guys were interested in that. Let me know in the comment section if you are interested. But also, I would suggest that you guys sign up for a crypto.com account right now. They are giving away $25 in free money or Bitcoins just for signing up and using my link down below. And you don't have to deposit any money at all. And the second beautiful thing about this is, for all of you that actually like Budget Bill and the content that I bring to you every day, your sign up will actually give me $25 as well for free. So you can give me $25 and you will get $25 as well. What a great way for you to send me that late Christmas gift that you forgot to send me 4 months ago. And then for all of you that don't like Budget Bill and wish that he would just stop making videos altogether, what a perfect way to piss me off by sending me $25 in Bitcoin for signing up. This could be a win-win for everyone. So guys, that link is down below in the description if you want to get $25 in free money for cryptocurrencies, as well as other links down below to get Amazon Prime for free or to receive 2 free stocks for signing up with Webull. These are companies that I use myself, so I'm just sharing it with you guys. Anyways, hey, that's all I have for you today. This has been another third stimulus check update, a fourth stimulus check update video for today. Now, if you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it also tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, as always, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.